Three.
Good morning, class. I'm Madam Pamela, and today I'm going to take you through how to prepare the scheme of work. By the end of the lesson, the learner, should be able to prepare the scheme of work. And scheme of work has the administrative part and the body part. Administrative parts consist of the name, where you're going to write your name, the name of the institution, admission, the level, if it's diploma, degree, or certificate, the subject, syllabus topic, and the subtopic. And on the syllabus topic, if for example you are dealing with leveling, on subtopic part you are going to write the introduction to leveling. Then we proceed to the body part. We have the week, column, period, lesson title, objectives, key points, application, activity, reference, and remarks. On week, for example, you are preparing a scheme of work on week 2. On the period number, you are going, for example, in that week 2, you have a lesson on Monday, a 2-hour lesson. You are going to write 1 and 2. And for example, on the same week, you have the same lesson on Thursday. You are going to write 3 and 4. Then we have the lesson title, where you are going for if it's leveling, introduction to leveling. And because we prepared scheme of work from the syllabus, you are going to get your objective from the syllabus. Then the key point, where you are going to highlight the definitions of the leveling, for example, level service, reduced level, etc. Then the application of the activities. There below, you have to give your learners the assignment. Make sure by the end of the lesson you give the assignment. Then the remarks, you read the remarks after you have taught the lesson. On the reference column is where you read the books, where you have where you the
2, 1.
So the next part we are going to look at the lesson plan. Lesson plan we prepare it directly from the scheme of work. So the lesson plan has the administrative part here, have the name. So the name of the trainer who is preparing it, then the admission number, the institution, then the lesson title that is being taught on that day. Then you have the level, class, number of students, weeks, date, and then the time. Maybe the lesson is being taught at from 8 to 9. You indicate your time here. Then the subject, like let's say you are teaching what leveling, you put here leveling. Then the lesson title, introduction to lesson plan. After there, go to specific objectives. Here you obtain it from the scheme of work. Like you define the terms being indicated there. Then we have the teaching aids, reference. Then after there we go to introduction parts, where the trainers call the class in order, and then confirm the class attendance. After there we go to the body. Maybe the trainer leads the learners to define terms indicated there in the lesson title. Then after there we go to summary. Summary, maybe the trainer will use an active learning strategy to summarize what he has taught in the class. After there, the trainer will assign the assignment to the learners. Then the presentation you have time, they will indicate, maybe indicate time here. Here times in minutes. After that, we remark. So thank you.
today I'm going to take you through. By the end of this session, you should be able to prepare a learning plan, then develop a session plan. So a learning plan consists of the introductory part, and that introductory part, that is where you fill the administrative information. You give the information. So it contains unit of competence, where you also write the code of the unit, then the trainer name, then the admission, institution, then the level, and you should note that the level should be level 6 because they are diploma trainees. Then date of preparation, then the date of revision, which you number of trainees which should not exceed 50. Then class, for example, BCLS 2025. Then from there you go to skills and job tasks. Skills and job tasks, these come from the OS, which from the OS, then the benchmark of criteria used. This is it comes from the OS, but the element part. Then there is the body where it contains week, session number, session title, learning outcomes, train activity, training activities, resource reference, learning checks, reflection date. So here week depends with the week you add on. Then session number, here is when, for example, you have two hours class, that is taken as one session. Then learning outcomes comes from the OS. Then train activities is, for example, you pose a question, then the training activities is where the trainees answer that questions. Then reference, this is where you remove the learning outcomes, for example, the OS. Then learning checks, where the trainee get knowledge, then skills that they have developed. Then the reflection date, then you give the trainee an assignment after every lesson. Okay, under the preparation of the learning plan, we come to development of the session plan. Session plan is to develop it from the learning plan, where session plan have 3 parts, which is the introduction part, we have the body, and we have the summary. In the introductory part, we have the administrative details, which is the dates, we have time, trainer name, institution, unit code, unit of competence, session title, we have the level, class, and admission number. And then we have the LLM, which is the literacy learning numerics. This one is included when we have a student with disability, or when we have none, we write here none. And then we have the learning outcomes from the learning plan. We have the resources, which is the reference and learning aids, which we are using to when you are teaching your students. We have now the next part, which is the session preparation. In session preparation, we have the introduction part, where you take the roll call, you call the class into order, you review the previous lesson, and then we come to session delivery. In session delivery, we have the time, trainer activity, trainee activity, and the learning checks, where the time is distributed according to the questions or what we are learning on that day. Like example, let's say a trainer poses a question here, and then give time to the trainee to respond to the questions. And then we distribute the time according to the lesson time. Let's say it's session time, let's say it's 2 hours, you will distribute it for 2. Okay, the 2 hours is estimated now in minutes, where we have now, we'll distribute each minute here for those 2 hours, which is the 20 minutes, and make sure they come to a total of 120 minutes. And then we have the session review. This is like the summary. You review the whole session and we summarize them, and then we have the assignment. Make sure to give them the assignment and then the remarks.